Okay, so the back page of the Irish Independent this morning, Mayo ladies walk out over player welfare. No new details really emerging in this story from Ed McGreal yesterday. Basically had the news in the Mayo News that 10 of the Mayo team have walked away. Speculation, but none of it committed to print, about the reasons why those players have left the panel, and everybody's kind of remaining tight-lipped at the moment. Ronaldo seals €565,000 a week, 30 million a year, 4-year Juventus deal, 120 million for a 33-year-old to go up all the way to 37. I mean, maybe he can just, in the Italian league, goal hang for 4 years and sell shirts. It's like, yeah, I can do that for 30 million a year.
I do find it unusual that in the era, and we've spoken about it a lot, where a lot of signings are made on the commercial output that player can give, like the amount of Instagram followers or whatever. Why the hell did they announce this signing on the same day as a World Cup semi-final? If you want proper social media hashtag numbers, then you do it on an event all on its own, on a day when there's no other football, particularly when there's no football of the nature of Belgium versus France.
Well, I don't know. I like accidentally flicked on Sky Sports News last night, and Riyad Mahrez and Ronaldo were the main stories. Like, this was in the 5 minutes after the World Cup semi-final, where
well, they can't show goals.
I know, but they didn't even have they were reporting on this and the Mahrez thing. They were the leads, and there was like, oh, France have considered the final of the World Cup. But don't worry, next Monday it's back to the Premier League, baby. Premier League.
Well, that is Sky Sports News not talking about transfers would be like turning on after races and there's no horses.
Fair enough, it's a fair point. But I guess you announced it to steal the thunder of the World Cup.
But you're not going to steal the thunder of the World Cup.
Well, Real Madrid managed it. They did it twice.
It was pre-tournament.
And they kept going.
It was pre-tournament.
They kept...
And that was actually...
No, we're not signing Kylian Mbappe. Definitely not signing Kylian Mbappe. No way. And we're not signing Neymar either. But they can't sign them both now. It turns out they hate each other.
Yeah, true. Like the whole Spain thing, though, was completely linked to the World Cup. But also on Ronaldo, goal hanging in Italy, that's not like it's not going to be a walk in the park. If he wanted some sort of swan song where he could just, kick the ball into the net for 4 or 5 years, then he should have gone to League On. He's picked the wrong league, if that's what you think he's.
Well, he can do that afterwards.
He can do it, absolutely.
He'll do 2 years at Juve. They announced a 4-year deal. He'll do 2 years. They'll get like a mini transfer fee from. Maybe get half their money back from PSG. He'll do 2 years there till he's 37, and then he'll do 2 years in LA. Ronaldo ending up in Hollywood is the perfect kind of... And by that stage, he'll have done Manchester, Madrid, Juve, Paris, and LA.
Let's not forget Lisbon as well.
And Lisbon.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
When you're building a global empire, it's not bad.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see himself and Zlatan together at any point, which is what kind of people who are fond of massive football brands would have wanted. But I think this move kind of puts the final nail in that coffin. So Juve are doing it because they need to be more globally relevant, as opposed to because they think he fits their football team and is going to win a Champions League. Well, I'm just waiting to see how this is inextricably linked to Lionel Messi, and maybe playing alongside Cristiano Ronaldo is the moment that Pablo Dybala becomes a true world-class talent, becomes the next Argentinian superstar, becomes the next player who can grab Argentina and bring them to a World Cup final and win it. And people will say after Qatar in 2022, the reason why Argentina won the World Cup is because of Dybala, and the reason why Dybala was so good is because of Ronaldo, and the reason why Ronaldo was so good is because of Lionel Messi.
Ronaldo 1, Messi 0. I'm glad you brought it back to the most important argument in the history of football. French connection. Umtiti proves unlikely hero to send Les Bleus to a final. So there you go. It's a good header. It's a goal. It's a free kick. It was a corner kick.
It sure was.
Again.
Marouane Fellaini, if he doesn't get the touch, does it get saved? Probably not. No, it's all Umtiti's goal.
Danny Dyer's right. There's going to be another free kick header tonight. That's it.
Who's got a bigger head, Samuel Umtiti or Harry Maguire?
Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire, yeah. Harry Maguire's got the biggest
head in world football.
I see Gabby Logan was interviewing him on BBC last night and was like, you do have a gigantic head, Harry.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Harry's like, yeah, I know. Like, he's really proud of it.
Well, you would be, wouldn't you?
Waistcoats and large heads have been the two themes of England's World Cup journey.
The Irish Times next. So, just to bring you this. Okay, we'll stay with that. The Times Ireland chicken tonight. They had a blue and red chicken. Have they had a chicken the whole time? I don't know, but there are lots of pictures of French or English players choking the chicken in the newspapers today. Don't know what the euphemism is for, what they're trying to suggest. Are they all wankers? I'm not sure. Chicken tonight, or will England... I can't read the rest of that. And then the rest of it was about the Mayo footballers. So, there you go. What's with the plastic chicken?
I don't know. It's
the rubber
caused
chicken.
a lot of confusion. I think there's an element that it was just there, and they were like, oh, go on, so throw that around. It was their warm-up. It wasn't like...
a toy rooster, the Irish Times correctly identifies it as. We had one, and somebody obviously threw it out.
Well, Adrian Barry overused it, and it got very annoying, and...
got thrown out.
The numbers dipped concurrently with the use of the chicken.
Every time he tweeted, he squeezed the chicken.
Yeah, and it made a very annoying squeaking sound, which wasn't appropriate to 8:30 in the morning.
That kind of...
Exactly, yeah. Maybe that's where it ended up.
Southgate's unlikely lads can reach promised land. This is Emmett Malone's piece in the Irish Times. The columns is Darragh O'Shea. Yeah, it's the Dubs, sure, from this point forward. Who can stop them?
Well, sure,
it's the official Kerry Mafia line, right?
It's Darragh O'Shea versus Kieran Whelan in the Yarra Stakes.
How do the dispatches arrive? Are they just kind of zapped into your brain from on high? Kind of like, you know, do you remember Mork and Mindy? You probably don't. But anyway, Robin Williams' breakthrough TV was like a sitcom, and he was an alien called Mork from Mork, and he would get dispatches he would kind of talk to the cloud, which was like his message back, but they would send messages down to him, which was kind of implant in his brain. Is that how the Kerry football... Yeah, the Dubs have they've got the biggest squads. Is that how it works?
It's actually more like The Wire. It's like you get a page and you go to kind of a payphone, you pick it up, and it's like...
You got a Kerry burner.
It's Kerry's version of Stringer Bell on the other line saying, 2 p.m. here, and then you get a little note, and it's like the Dubs will win 5 in a row. And then you burn that message, and you just have to say it. Tweet it and then say it.
Hashtag Unstoppable Juggernaut.
Unstoppable. Well, Kieran Whelan and Darragh O'Shea seem to be having Yarra off this summer. Kieran Whelan's written 2 consecutive Friday afternoon columns in the Herald saying that Kerry are going to win the All-Ireland. So
the challenge for Jim Gavin and his Dublin team is more mental than it is physical. It's not their fault they're the best team in the country. It's not their fault they're the standard bearers for everyone else. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. It's true. The Irish News. Great piece here from Cara O'Kane about Monaghan and the response that Monaghan have made to their defeat by Fermanagh in the Ulster Football Championship. A shock defeat after they'd beaten Tyrone. Monaghan will go on the attack, insists O'Rourke. He's saying Kildare have momentum. No, they don't. Momentum's not a real thing. They've got confidence. It's different. But anyway, he's also saying that they've completely opened up their attack and that actually what happened in the Fermanagh game was unpredictable. And that they did push up on the kickouts, but Fermanagh were just very good that day. And stuff happens in Gaelic football because styles make fights.
We need to put up a Twitter poll to see what the viewers and listeners think about momentum, whether or not it's real. Because I'm just getting in my ear from Tommy in the production box there saying that it is real. So it's 2 against 1 at this point. Because you've got an agenda against momentum.
You're talking shit, Tommy says, about me. Anyway, look, stick the Twitter poll up. Everybody's going to go yes, but like... a bunch of people believe in a bunch of weird stuff.
Well, you see, what's going to happen with the Twitter poll is it'll be 55% against 45%, and then people will see the 55% and they'll vote with 55%, and that sure is momentum.
That's the wisdom of crowds.
That's the wisdom of crowds.
Oh, look at him. He's getting a round of applause from the people who already believe what you say. Doubling down in the echo chamber. That is called a circle jerk.
I'm Tony Robbins.
Yeah, you are. So, Vive la France. The Racing Post are saying Vive la France because they won 1-0 last night. And Blackmore, if you told me I'd be top in July, I'd have laughed. So, Rachel Blackmore, who's setting the pace in an unlikely quest to become the first female champion jump jockey in Ireland, could not be more excited about the forthcoming festivals at Killarney and Galway as she looks to build on her lead. It's an amazing start to the season from Rachel Blackmore, and congratulations to her so far. We'll get her on the show pretty soon, hopefully, to talk about her season.
On the back page of the Herald, it is Pogba final push, France off Belgium with midfielder to the fore. I hope England go on and win the cup, says John Aldridge in the Herald. That's his exclusive verdict this morning. And Ronaldo in €100 million move to Juventus. All things considered, with tax and wages, it's going to cost Juventus around €350 million to continue the career of Cristiano Ronaldo. On the back page of the Irish Daily Mail this morning, it's True Blue. Titi header is enough for France to book final. And Horan says Dublin have not been gifted an advantage. That's the GAA President Sean Horan admitting yesterday that a debate needs to be held around the future scheduling of Gaelic football Super 8s. He conceded that the furore sparked by Donegal's objection to Dublin as a home venue would ensure a review of the schedule, but as the headline suggests, Dublin have not been gifted an advantage.
But nobody believes that. They have been. Like, why? So just be honest about this stuff. Yes, Dublin have 2 home games as it stands, and that's not fair. That's all this is. Like, no one cares about the fact that this mistake was made. What everybody cares about is the fact that no one's fessing up to it. Yeah, we made a mistake, and we'll fix it. That's all you have to say. Not, oh, there's no advantage. What are you talking about? Home advantage doesn't matter. Sure, it's not even their home game. They play in Parnell Park. We're not idiots.
Maybe the O'Byrne Cup is actually the representation of reality, and maybe that's where the kind of ruler we should be using everything to measure. So Parnell Park, perhaps it is their home ground, is all I'm saying.
Yes.
The back page of the Irish Daily Star is Sam Dunk. Umtiti fires France into the final. Well, England fear the mod fodder. Is the England angle here, and you've got €150 million Ronnie as well there in the back page of the Irish Daily Star. The Sun then says, I couldn't listen to that song for 20 years. Boss hated Euro 96 album as they begin to build up to tonight's semi-final. Heading to Madrid, asks Martin Lipton. Great days at Tweak. GA President John Horan admits the association will look at tweaking the Super 8s, as we've already mentioned. And it's Legia of Doom. It's Cork City 0, Legia Warsaw 1 last night in their Champions League qualification first leg. The Irish Daily Star, which I've already done, and the Mirror. Umming home, Barcelona ace heads France a step closer to the World Cup. You've also got that Horan story there on the back page of the Mirror. Let's have a look at some of the European back pages this morning. We'll start with the Telegraph. We'll start with the UK. Never give up.
You know, European for now.
Yeah, European. That's kind of why I changed what I said there. Never give up. Serena battles back rather to reach last 4. Then reveals the advice she will give daughter, which I presume is never give up. None of the top 10 in the women's competition in Wimbledon actually made it to the quarterfinals.
Wow.
It's the first time that's ever happened in either gender in any slam ever.
Did they get the seedings wildly wrong, or is it just...
Well, regardless of getting the seedings wrong, you'd like to think one of the top 10 would have made the quarterfinals.
I mean, Serena's really the number 1. Like, they should have just kind of held her ranking. She was out for a long time.
Yeah, but even if 2 to 10 didn't make it through to any of the quarterfinals, that would still be outrageous. Let's have a look at The Guardian this morning. The best is yet to come. Southgate hails England young guns, and we, France in final. That's their headline on last night's encounter. The UK Mail then this morning is going with this. I couldn't listen to that song for 20 years. It's the same as the Irish one. 90 minutes we hope from the final against France. Good luck, Harry and co. Southgate hopes it really is coming home. And we'll move on to the French angle now after last night's 1-0 win. They keep going with La Tête dans les Étoiles. Les Étoiles, sorry. I haven't studied French in a long time.
Come on, you got to get it out there for the kids watching. They're like, oh, come on.
I need to re-download Duolingo or something like that. Marca then.
Does Duolingo work? Have you tried it?
It's fairly rudimentary in terms of what is the French for bread? Like pan. It's like correct. It's like a good confidence boost that you're fluent at French, but actually all you know is the French for bread. Can we bring that back up again? Sorry. Marca no habra otro igual, which means I have no idea.
He has no equal.
He has no equal, yeah. Let's go with that. He really doesn't have any equal. They're all the goals he's scored against teams with the clubs in the inside, I presume. That's one hell of a record. We'll never see anything like it again. 451 goals, absolutely astonishing. AS this morning then is going with Ciao Cristiano, Fue Bonito, Mientras Duro. Again, I'm going to suggest...
Goodbye, Cristiano. You've done something hard.
Tutto Sport this morning is going with Ronaldo
might not be the accurate translation.
Polo.
I was just breaking his whole laughing because he actually speaks Spanish. So what was the translation?
He doesn't know.
It's Portuguese.
Okay, right? Okay, sorry, apologies about that. And then
Duro, not a wine, no?
Core Sport this morning is Fiat Lux. and I'm not going to read a sub-headline. That's the Chiora dello Sport. And Didi
Corriere.
Yeah.
That's like, I presume that's luxury Fiat?
Why?
Fiat own the Agnelli people.
Right, okay.
They own Fiat.
There you go.
And Ducati and maybe Maserati. A bunch, like they're billionaire.
I thought it was a dig at Ronaldo's age, and it was like fix it again tomorrow. But,
fix it again tomorrow.
You know, Fiat.
Oh, let there be light.
Let there be light. Well, there you got that one badly wrong, didn't you?
In Latin.
So that's kind of reading too much into the spiritual nature of Cristiano Ronaldo there a little bit, but we're all for a bit of hyperbole.